So you want to try mountain biking. That's fantastic, but what do you need to start mountain biking? You need some sort of gear. But what kind of gear? Will any bike helmet work? Well, I don't know. Okay, so first let's start from the head. You need a helmet, of course. Your brain is pretty important. But what helmet do I get? Do I get a road helmet? Those are pretty lightweight. Or do I get like a BMX helmet, which they're heavier but they can take a bunch of hits? Well, they make mountain bike helmets, which are sort of in between. They're like a road lid, they're pretty lightweight, but they're also not as heavy and smashable as a BMX helmet. Usually with these helmets, if you hit your head once, the helmet is done. That may sound kind of bad if you're just starting out, but what the most important thing is the safety of your head. You don't want a concussion, you don't want brain injuries, so a good helmet is definitely worth the investment. And if you're on a budget, just search around. I almost can guarantee you that you will find some pretty good deals if you do some searching on the internet. Now down to the shirt, well, it's a t-shirt. You might see people with jerseys on, but that's not going to affect your riding that much. Just a good t-shirt or whatever weather you're wearing. Doesn't really matter. For elbows, some people have elbow pads. They can be kind of expensive, and it's not really worth it for me. Unless I'm doing like really crazy stuff, which I'm not right now. Down to the hands, gloves. Highly recommend gloves. They're not totally necessary, but your calluses on your hands and palms will definitely thank you. I've ridden for a while without gloves, but your hands just get so torn up and it's not too much fun. So gloves, they're pretty good on your hands. And another thing is that they offer a bit of protection. If you fall down, you might kind of land on your palms and scrape up your palms without gloves. But with gloves, they have some sort of padding, and that will help a lot. As well as if you hit your knuckle on a tree or something, this should not have your knuckles bleeding, hopefully. Gloves aren't too expensive. Get cheap ones or expensive ones. Whatever fits your budget. Down to the pants. There's like padded shorts or chamois. If you're going on a long ride, that might be nice, but I don't know, just a good set of cargo pants that have a little bit of breathability, that should help pretty well. Pants can be kind of expensive, but it's up to you. They're not too big of a deal. Down to the knees and shins. A lot of people are starting to wear knee pads, which is probably a good idea if you go down, but they're expensive again, and I don't know if they're necessary. Down to your shins. This is where things get to be pretty painful. So if you don't have very good pedals, we're going to get to that, your shins, yeah, you're going to end up with so many scars on your shins. It's going to be like the night sky, pretty much. Yeah, as many stars in the sky as scars on your shins. Not a fun day. If you want stitches, that actually happened to me. Have wet, bad pedals, and yeah, right into your shins. But they do make protection pads if you want them, but again, they're kind of bulky and it's not really worth it. Down to the socks. I like a nice pair of black socks. White socks are just gonna get really gross and disgusting because, you know, you're out in the dirty trails. They're going to get dirty. And down to the feet. Shoes are very important. There's clipless shoes which you clip into the pedals. They can be kind of beneficial if you want to get the most power to the bike, but they're not great to learning because you're strapped into the bike, you might fall over, and can't put your foot down in time. It can be kind of funny, but maybe not if you're the person falling over. So I would recommend a good pair of skate shoes. I'm wearing these canvas Vans, which I would not recommend. They have zero protection, really, but I recommend like something that's made of suede, which has a lot more protection and a nice flat bottom. Your pedals will definitely like that. And that's for your gear.